Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Jammy Music Man, and I got an all new album review video, and today it's for one of my all-time favorite rock metal bands, the 1980 debut album of Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden are one of those classic bands. I consider them right up there with Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, all those guys. These guys have got a cult following around the world. These guys can outsell any act nowadays and can pack out stadiums anywhere around the world. And I love these guys. And let's just have a brief history of Iron Maiden. Maiden was formed by bassist Steve Harris in 1975, and the band went through a few lineup changes, vocalist changes, and then they found Paul Di'Anno. And Paul Di'Anno was not their first singer, but he was their first singer they recorded with. And they played a club in England called the Sound House that really got them known, and they put out a small independent EP album called the Sound House Tape that really got them to be known in the music world, and which really led to their record deal. But basically, what was going on in 1980? Basically, bands like Led Zeppelin, all the classic 70s rock bands pretty much dominated the 70s music world. But by the late 70s, disco and punk, they had really captured, a new generation of fans, and Led Zeppelin and all those other 70s bands just seemed like dinosaurs. And by 1980, it was really over for all the 70s bands, and newer rock bands like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest were all coming out. The new wave of British heavy metal was really starting to take off by 79 and 80, and this is one of the best new wave of British heavy metal albums. And if you're a fan of new album, you gotta have this in your collection. This is a masterpiece classic, and I know some people are kind of split between Paul Di'Anno and Bruce Dickinson. Bruce is awesome, don't get me wrong, but I also love Paul Di'Anno and the first Maiden albums because they were just so raw, and they had that punk aggressive attitude. As when they had Bruce is, he's kind of like Freddie Mercury. He's got just a vocalist sent from the gods. But I love these guys no matter if it's Paul or Bruce. But just the feel of the album, it's very raw, aggressive, no blues influence here. It's strictly down to the core, aggressive rock with a little bit of punk. And Paul Di'Anno, he had a little bit of that punk rock edge to him. But track one, Prowler, another one of my favorites off of this album. Number 2, Sanctuary. Number 3, Remember Tomorrow. Number 4, one of my personal favorite Maiden songs, and one of my favorites off of this album is Running Free. And Running Free was the debut single by Maiden. I think it was released January, February 1980. Number 5, Phantom of the Opera. It's 7 minutes 27 seconds long. Personal favorite from this album. Number 6, Transylvania. Love that track. Number 7, Strange World. Number 8, Charlotte the Harlot. Another favorite. And number 9 is the simply titled Iron Maiden album. And so that's going to do it for the debut album of Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, when this album was released, I think they performed Running Free on Top of the Pops. And they didn't lip sync because, basically Top of the Pops was strictly a pop act show and people lip synced on it. But they were one of the few acts that went on there and played live, and they rocked it. And Iron Maiden rocks. And if you're wanting to get an Iron Maiden, you gotta have this in your collection. And if you're getting into the new wave of British heavy metal music, pick this up. You gotta have this in your collection. It's a classic. And hopefully, maybe next video, if I get a good response, I'll do a review of Killers. I have that one, and it's one of my personal favorites. But I hope you guys will leave some comments on the video. Share your thoughts, memories on this album or the band. Would love to hear from you guys. And 5-star classic, the debut album of Iron Maiden. You gotta have this in your collection. Thanks for watching my video, and keep rocking, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.